day 2 of the Monaco Yacht Show, a yacht show in which we're endeavouring to bring you coverage from every single day of the show on a different yacht. And today's yacht is one that many of the viewers of this channel have asked me to cover, and that is the 38-metre Azimut Trideck. So to help us look around the Azimut Trideck is none other than Federico Lantero. Just to put you in the picture a little bit, Federico works both with Bonetti and with Azimut. What's your official title, Federico?
I'm dealing with product marketing.
Product marketing for Bonetti Azimut.
Correct.
And a lot of the videos that I produce of Bonettis and for Bonetti are thanks to this man who kindly invites me on board so that you can all take a look at, we've looked at the Diamond, the Oasis so far,
Right.
Motor Pamphilo,
Spoke about Motor
the Beyond.
Yes, indeed.
And today we're here to look at this yacht. And the first thing that strikes me is how high that beach club is. It's incredible.
That's right. You know, this is really one of the best intuitions on which it is based the concept. It is the idea to have a mezzanine slightly raised so that when you get on board, you are first of all welcomed in a very pleasurable areas. To give you an idea, this is a terrace with a beautiful sea view. Just imagine you are in the middle of the sea, in the bay. And it is 30 square meters. But the big advantage are first of all the fact that down below you have a beach area, maybe we can pass later on, that has full headrooms and it's completely open. Even cutaways in the side is really pushing and flashing a lot of light inside.
So you've elevated this area so that you have head height in the beach club, so you have a beautiful view for the owners here. And then let's take a look what happens around the corner here. I'll let you lead the way.
Basically, as a result of this mezzanine raised deck, what you gain is what we call the private patio. This area is sheltered, it's not in view, so imagine when the boat is docked, like in this circumstances, turned to, you can really enjoy a very nice privacy, which is very important for clients. And then it's nice also to have this kind of decks because they come completely unexpected. And we see that many of our clients are really enjoying the perception of moving and having something completely different. And then from here, you pass and you go to the beach area.
Just for the benefit of the viewers, for some yacht owners, it's true to say that they'll eat in this area of the boat, but they feel a little bit like they're in a goldfish bowl because people are walking down the dock, watching them, trying to see who they are. So this offers a wonderful private area that they can eat, enjoy themselves, nobody can see them.
Absolutely. Absolutely, even though there is also, of course, what we call the main outdoor dining area, which is aft on the upper deck. So this is thought to be both a dining area, but more and more a lounge area.
Sure.
And you know, Achille Salvagni is focused really in creating more and more multi-function areas that you can convert and use depending on the daytime, according really to your preference.
I completely get it. It's a lovely concept, and it's one of those things when you see it, you wonder why it hasn't been done before.
That's right. So as I was saying, what is impressive here is that this, just imagine, is a 38 meters yacht. And really, you don't have to give for granted the full headrooms that you can really enjoy in this terrace on the sea, because really here you deployed the transom, which is semi-enclosing this area when the boat is navigating. But when you fold it down, really you enjoy a perfect contact with the sea. By the way, here we have a retractable stairways that goes down into the sea, very comfortable. And then here you can really lounge, sunbathing as well, because
shower for when you get out of the
shower. Exactly. And then of course you have all the amenities, because over there it's hidden a proper bar. Then you have the head. Then you have all the storage possible for scuba diving equipments, for sea bobs. Even down below here, you have a huge storage. Absolutely, which is never enough. As you know, everybody wants to bring a lot of toys on board.
Sure. So when this is closed, it comes up to about this height here, I guess.
Yeah, that's
about
right.
So it always remains slightly open. So I guess even in navigation, you could sit down there if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. this was even more, from a technical point of view, a very smart ideas of the designer Alberto Mancini, because this boat, despite the big volumes, and you will be impressed by the upper deck Sky Lounge, which is full beam, but despite that, it is still below 300 gross tonnage. And this is indeed because he decided to create this area, but he has not enclosed completely. So the cutaways in the hull sides are useful. On one side for the comfort of having a beautiful view out, on the other side is not increasing the gross tonnage of the boat, so that volume can be reinvested in more space on the upper deck.
I know a lot of the viewers already know this, but for those that don't, the gross tonnage of a yacht refers not to the weight, but to the interior volume of the yacht. And there's all kinds of classifications change once the gross tonnage goes over a certain amount. So it's advantageous both to the owner, well, especially to the owner actually, to have a controlled gross tonnage, let's say.
That's true.
Not to just go wild with the interior volume. Is this Alberto Mancini as well, the interiors?
The interiors are designed by Achille Salvagni. And Achille Salvagni, as we were saying, is more and more trying to benefit of the full height windows on the salon, on the living room. And he proposed this kind of layout where the sofa and the armchairs are situated in the center, so that you can really walk freely around, you can enjoy a beautiful view out. And then it's meant also this side to be used probably by the crew when they are operating, and this is instead the side for the owner and his guest that goes to the lobby.
And that telly looks like it probably folds flat, does it, against that?
Yeah, I mean, this goes completely inside, hidden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's completely
that's nice.
hideaway system. And what else? We may have different layouts, of course, on a 38 meters. But the idea was for the first units, of course, upon client decisions, to go for a layout where here you have only living room, but really massive inside. It's very comfortable and pleasurable. Because very often clients are not dining inside. If the weather is good, they want to dine on the upper deck aft terrace. And so it's quite useless to have all the space for a formal dining as it was in previous boats.
It usually ends up with the owner sitting there with his laptop out, and he could do that just as easily here or there.
That's right, that's right.
So this looks like it's a table that maybe comes apart, is that right?
Exactly. I mean, this is the dining, the indoor dining, when the table is raised up with sleeves that can be removed and placed here. And in this way, the table goes down and you create another beautiful lounge. So, of course, we are offering several layouts. You can have a formal dining both down below, you can have a formal dining here, not convertible. But let me tell you, all clients up till now, except one, has decided to go for this. So it means,
I get that. I can understand that.
Let's say,
because it's still a very comfortable area if you want to watch the television up here. You can still put your feet up and.
This is a media room, and then when you really want to dine inside, you can sit perfectly, even up to 12 people, because as you see, it's very large inside.
Beautiful.
Well, inside here we find the main outdoor dining. The table again can be extended, so depending on the number of guests on board, you can electrically extend that in the sides, or you can keep it smaller if you are just a group of 8 people on board.
So that's, I guess, why you were saying that downstairs is more for a sort of a relaxing cocktail area, and this is your outdoor.
This is the place to be when you want to dine.
Al fresco dining, because we were saying yesterday.
Right. Then it's nice also the view that you may enjoy from this deck. Now we have a bimini, but just imagine if the bimini is not installed, you are really in connection with all these decks. So basically, what we said is that we have created a sort of a cascade of terraces, because you start from the sun deck aft, which is of course devoted to sunbathing, and then you have this terrace, the second level, which is for dining, and then you've got what we call the sea view terrace, which is the perfect spot for a cocktail, or during the day, of course, to take the sun. And then you have a foredeck. And in fact, we have called this boat, which is a Trideck, Trideck +1.
Yes, it is really, isn't
Because
it?
yes, from the after you really enjoy.
And you've sold
Fedecks.
quite a few of these already, I think.
Yeah, we have sold many units. It's a good.
Yeah, it's one of
It's
those boats that you
rewarding.
kind of walk around and think, actually, you don't really need much more than this, do you? I mean, as
Right.
much as you need a boat at all, but if you're going to buy a yacht, this really offers everything that you could.
Absolutely, you've
could
got
look
really a good number of lounge areas,
Yeah.
so that everyone may find the perfect spot, and
Yeah.
you are not obliged to stay all together always.
Yeah.
So as you may see, our owners tend to be, let's say, they are average young.
Yeah.
And less formal, as you can see, so used to move, to convert the areas. And so here you've got a gym machine, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah. So they're
placed by
energetic.
the owner. And what is nice as well here is that you have a lounge or a breakfast nook, or let's say another
Yeah.
dining tables, TV. And it's nice also here to have a bar cabinet,
Yeah.
an American bar front facing. So
Yeah.
when you are in navigation, it can be very nice.
And a seriously good barbecue grill as well. Is it a grill or is it a teppanyaki?
No, it's a grill, it's barbecue.
Yeah.
Before going on the main deck master suite,
Yeah.
let me maybe show you a little surprise, because on this yacht you also have the sixth cabin,
Oh.
which is a very pleasurable suite.
Could this be used for a sort of super captain's cabin if you wanted to? Because it's so close to the bridge.
Yeah, of course. Of course, but this is really meant to be for owners who really want to have more guests on board.
Okay.
And this is a VIP suite that being on the upper deck has a beautiful view out.
Yeah, sure.
When you have the curtains up, of course, you have a beautiful ensuite bathroom, a hidden TV, so
Yeah.
it's really something
a bit special.
a little bit special.
And those are
yeah,
very
exactly,
cool,
for,
those,
for a special
leather-
VIP guest. Huh?
Those leather cases are very cool as well. It's a nice feature.
Yeah. Design touches.
Do they come away if somebody wants to take them away, or? Are
I
they
don't know. I've
attached?
never tried. I've never done. But it's a nice touch of Achille Salvagni is paying a lot of attention, and it's nice because he's really creating and designing each single piece that you are looking around.
Yeah.
So even the lamps, every lamp has been designed upon Achille Salvagni.
Oh,
design.
so these are
Whatever-
unique, really unique to this model of boat.
Yeah, absolutely. He designed every single detail. When you are not going for the six cabin layout,
Yeah.
here you have a more comfortable enclosed pantry which is connected to the galley.
Okay.
If you want to have this, you pay a little bit of compromise, but you have the benefits
have a great
of
cabinet.
yes. And anyway, here that is a very comfortable cabinet that may help the crew servicing the food when
Yeah.
they are dining. Yeah, the master suite is once again an area where design intuition really has changed a little bit the rules of the design by, well, let's say that the primary intention was really to merge together two design languages, the one of a suite of a cabin where you are going to sleep, and the language of being in a sort of a spa, your rest area where you can have relaxed.
This is what Azimut Benetti do so well, isn't it? This interior design and the collaboration you have with interior designers who are happy to work with Azimut Benetti. It's it results. I mean, this is just sensational, isn't it? You'd wake up in the morning and you'd think, this is my yacht.
It is indeed. You have a great view out, then you've got this area for sleeping, but the good thing is that by introducing this sense of a spa, which really get inside the suite. And then of course he decided not to go for marbles, but to go for Cardozo stone, which really recalls the idea of being in a spa.
Yes, absolutely.
And then of course this tub is really something that decorate the cabin, because it really it's a piece of art.
It really
as
is,
well
isn't
as the place where you are just putting. So
it seems a shame to put anything there, doesn't it?
right. Then of course, you might have full privacy when you want, and let me show you. Because here there is a hidden sliding door that is also integrating a mirror TV. So,
can you remote control that from over there?
Sure. You need to have absolute comfort. So here you have full privacy and very generous size TV.
Yeah. And I guess behind here is the walk-in closet.
Yeah, here we have a wardrobe as well, but the main dressing area is in the lobby at the entry. So you have full height wardrobes, very easy to access all around in this area, which is, by the way, separated, not obstructed, but separated by these kind of elements that creates. So here you've got a dressing area, that is your private living room, then you've got a cabin, and then you've got the spa, and then you've got the bathroom. So
when you see something like this, it's easy to understand the success of Azimut Venetti, because for a lot of people, design is really important. You don't want to spend all of that money on a luxury item. At the end of the day, nobody really needs, but people want. You want to be able to look at it with a sense of pride of owning something so amazing. And I think every time people come back into their master stateroom and they see this, it's going to put a big smile on their face, isn't it?
So you have a
Federico, I must ask, what is this?
Oh, that was the award that we received very recently for the Grande Trideck at the Yacht Trophy. So yeah, it was a good reward.
Yeah, nice. Award-winning yachts.
Yeah. So here you have a pantry which can be separated. You have the side access to the side walking, and a generous galley where you can have all what you may need, and then straight access to the crew quarters, and that's it.
That's very good. This is a curious thing. Can I ask what this is? This
room that is a system that provides the possibility to owner and guest to call with acoustic sound the crew, who can reach you exactly in the place where you are.
Right, so if I'm in my cabin, I want a cheese sandwich, I can just say, cheese sandwich please.
So down below we have two VIPs on the up part. The detailing, the decoration is of course all aligned to the unique style of the yacht. And most often, you know, Achille Salvagni explain us that he's envisioning the decoration of a cabin in order not to require the application of art works. And this is because he prefers to create walls that are already an artwork by itself. The one that we saw in the living room is really the perfect example of this aspect.
No, I completely see what he's saying. And it's, I've been on yachts where the builder says it's minimalist, and actually I think what they mean is they didn't want to spend any money on the interiors, whereas this is minimalist but very elegant and obviously very luxurious as well. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much. Another cabin with, in this case, upon client decision, a queen bed, plus an extra berth here.
So you have the Pullman bunk. That's just up here, Slava. That's a Pullman bunk that just pulls down.
That's right. This is another sort of the beach areas, meaning that, yes, you are much higher in positions, but it's really another beautiful terrace. And you can sunbathing. It's always important to create social area where you can really gather together. So sitting one in front of the area of the other, that's very important because you can really.
And it's nice because it hides all of the mooring gear out of sight, so the work area is out of sight.
Yeah.
And you've maximised your use of guest space.
Right. And then here, the idea to have this transparent separation that gives the possibility not to obstruct once again the view out.
Yeah.
So this sense of infinity when you're sunbathing is pleasurable.
Yeah. And I get the feeling that the way that's laid out, it's actually quite easy for the crew to use as well, isn't it? There's nice, spacious areas for them to work around. Nothing too fiddly.
Yeah, yeah. And ferries, by the way, are becoming more and more part of the design of the yacht.
Yeah.
So it's no longer a technical area,
Yeah.
but it is something that designers tend to integrate
Yeah.
in the overall silhouette of the yacht. Then maybe the last things that we can say about these yachts is that, of course, for Azimut was a great challenge, I have to be honest, in growing up. This is the largest yacht produced by Azimut in the
Yeah.
history. It is a Trideck, so we were conscious that we had to come out with a product that was really not only impressive in terms of design, but also was representing let's say a statement of the capability of the shipyards
Yeah.
of engineering good naval architectures.
Yeah. What about the hull? Are we talking about full displacement? Do we have a bulbous bow? What's the configuration?
Okay, so this boat is based on the second generation of D2P, displacement to planing hull.
Oh,
This type of hull was introduced but just recently. I mean, I'm talking about 5 years ago on the Grande 35 meters. And the result was that we reduced significantly the consumptions of the boat compared to the traditional hard shines.
Yeah.
This is the second generations, and what may surprise owners and the industry is that this boat, despite the fact that it is 30 ton more heavier than the Grande 35 meters,
Yeah.
35 gross ton larger, and 3 meters in length more, despite all of that, at certain speed, it consumes less
Really?
than the smaller sister,
Yeah.
in absolute value.
Yeah.
So this was a great result, a good satisfaction, because we are really investing a lot of energy in reducing the fuel consumption, so the friction of the hull into the water. And this is, we do think, the best way today to really go and create a more sustainable yachting.
yeah.
And
And also great flexibility, because if you want to go at displacement speed, you go at displacement speed, you have good range. But if you want to get somewhere quick, you've got that option too.
Absolutely. This kind of D2P really means these things. So it is optimized not for just one speed regime, but you
Yeah.
have two peaks of fuel efficiency,
Yeah.
one at full displacement and one at fast cruising speed.
That's
so
excellent.
you've got a different kind of curves of fuel efficiency.
Fantastic. Federico, that's been absolutely brilliant. I appreciate it so much. And I appreciate
been
as
a
well
pleasure.
all the opportunities to film the other boats in the Bonetti range as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Brilliant. So I'm back in Northrop & Johnson's offices, our new offices here. I saw all of your comments, by the way, saying that you would quite like to see a walkthrough of the office, and I will be doing that in a future vlog. In the meantime, I really hope that you enjoyed that quick walkthrough of the Azimut Trideck. I must admit I enjoyed it. I can really see why it's such a popular model. Now tomorrow, if all goes well, we'll be following one of the most beautiful sailing yachts that I have ever seen, that I've been trying to do a walkthrough video of for over a year now and haven't been able to do it. But I know it's going to be out there sailing tomorrow, so we're going to take out a smaller boat, we're going to have a look around the bay, and we're going to follow it as it sets sail with its sails up. It should be some great footage. Look out for that tomorrow. If you enjoyed this series of videos, don't forget, don't smash that like button. Delicately press it with your finger, and don't forget to subscribe.